Alright folks, welcome to a late night recording with DerkovRenault. Unfortunately I was actually unable to sleep, but Money Summoner is actually currently up, so I decided to go ahead and get in a few games with him. So pretty much probably what I'm going to wind up doing is just playing some music in the background and just kind of streaming some gameplay for you guys. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta ask this guy if he was up against. Yeah, he was Blitzcrank. Wow, this guy was Blitz last game, and he banned Nunu and Volibear. Oh. Really quick, folks, what happened last game is, this guy, Dolonuts was a Blitzcrank last game, and with Volibear I was in the jungle, and I pretty much just ripped apart his entire team, both me and Nunu. Nunu grabbed first blood, and Yorik's normally an issue, but, I mean, man, last game, he wasn't. He went down easy. You know, it's just, this is going to be a really interesting matchup. Right now we have our support and our AD up. Dr. Spock, I don't know what he's going. Yeah, I'm not going to go Galileo mid just because it's not going to necessarily be the best idea, especially not against LeBlanc. And I don't even have that hero. Okay, Dr. Spock's going jungle. Well, I guess we'll get the, I got my sound on. Alrighty. Whoops, a daisy about that. So, at any rate, the great thing about me and Money is that we can actually go ahead and, we can flop, Mord and, myself. Oh, they got Jax, but I don't know if Jax is going top or if he's going jungle. Either or, yeesh. Jeez. Talk about too tough choice. I don't know what, wow, I don't know. If this game actually gets off the ground, I really have no idea. I really have no idea about really what they're doing. See, this is hard for me in order to go mid. I'm half tempted to go Fizz and just basically walk over LeBlanc. But if I go Akali, she's got a lot more power, but they got a lot to deal with me. Both Trist, oh, jeez. You know what? I'm probably just going to go Fizz just because Fizz is going to be the best option. And the reason why Fizz is the best option is because he can close the gap fairly early, do a lot of damage to LeBlanc, and when LeBlanc moves in for her signature two-hit combo, Fizz is going to give me the versatility to actually get away. I don't even have any skins for Fizz. I remember Fizz being a really fun hero. Yeah, this is going to be relatively interesting. It's been a while since I've played Fizz. They got Frosted Easy, they got Jax. So Zen's going to... I can't believe they actually went with this team setup. They have two AD carries. They have an AP mid. They have Jax, who's kind of AP-ish. And then they have Zen in the jungle. Versus our team composition, I just... There's two people that I see really having an issue. It's going to be myself. I'm going to be the squishiest on the team. And Caitlyn. Where there are really only two squish things here. Unfortunately for them, squishy, pretty squishy, depending on how he builds. Squishy, squishy, and squishy, and semi-squishy too. I mean, it really depends. I don't understand what their build is. I don't understand why they're doing this. I really just don't understand. Yeah, I know. It's late. I've had a long day. I got a small nap, and then I just ended up waking up. So, and I woke up, money was on. I got a game with Akali to where I think it went like 28-2 and 6. Yeah, it was absolutely insane. And just with, I mean, let's see. It's been a while since I've actually built Fizz. Versus LeBlanc, I think I'm going to want boots and potions. And then I'm going to want to go ahead and go with AP. Because if I go with AP, it should be okay. Oh. So. We're going to see kind of what ends up happening. This can go one of two ways. I mean, it really can. It can go one of two ways. Either I can just... well, this is... If they get a really good jump on us, and they get a lot of really... if they get a lot of really good hits on us and things like that, you know, it's going to make it incredibly hard for us in order to go ahead and deal late game. But basically what's going to wind up happening late game is, for us, and the reason why I killed that minion right away and not doing last hit is because I do want to have LeBlanc push just a little bit on her turret. Because I'm going to have to, I actually have to wait till level 3 in order to, you know, really try and do any kind of, you know, real poking against LeBlanc. And the problem is that LeBlanc is ranged, Fizz is a melee. But, I mean, Fizz is, I mean, he's actually a very potent, caster. So, I mean, he can do his good share of damage, but the problem is that without his playful trickster, he can be very, 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 very susceptible to any kind of a counterattack. I mean, as you can see, I mean, LeBlanc has, you know, a pretty big advantage for, you know, what I wound up trying to do. I mean, I wound up trying to go ahead and get in there. But now with my playful trickster, she's not really going to be able to do a lot. Because, I mean, now with my playful trickster, I can go ahead and I can poke at her, I can make her use her mana. You know, but she is going to be able to zone me until about level 6. And then at about level 6, there's not really going to be a whole lot that she's going to be able to do, because I will be able to hit her with my ultimate, knock her up, and then pretty much kind of just finish the job. Now, she is able to push me because she's actually doing a lot of auto attack, and she also has additional minions. And unfortunately, Fizz is actually a fairly mana-heavy character. So, I mean, she's going to be able to do a lot, but she's already, I mean, you guys can already see, she's already used 2 potions in order to go ahead and do, you know, in order to do, you know, really any kind of damage to me. Ah! I didn't see Zen come up. That's my fault. Yeah, LeBlanc got the assist on that. That's really gonna hurt. Yeah, Mundo's not really much help right now. He hasn't done a whole lot. He's not doing a whole lot in helping me. LeBlanc clearly has the advantage, and unfortunately, because she has the advantage right now, I mean, wow, that's so not what I would have bought. And Mundo's not even trying to gank. Yeah, Mundo's not basically doing anything. He's basically just being an idiot. Yeah, he's going back. There's nothing that he's doing. He's not being of any use or really of any help. I mean, there's nothing that I can do right now. I'm pushed in the middle. If he would have come up, I would have had, you know, a slight chance at actually LeBlanc. But, you know, unfortunately, you know, right now I'm pushed to all get out. I can't get any creep score because I don't have any support from Mundo. You know, Zen's already showed his hand already once. So, I mean, there's not a whole lot that I can really do about this. So, I really wish that, you know, Mundo would actually, you know, be helpful instead of just be a hindrance. And a lot of times, really, that what winds up happening in a jungle is that they're 9 out of 10 times, you know, in, you know, certain circumstances, they're absolutely useless. Yeah, Mundo's done absolutely nothing, and he's absolutely useless in that. He's absolutely useless. He's down at the bottom, and he's trying to gank easy, but, I mean, that's not going to work. I mean, both Trist is down there, and Caitlyn's not even anywhere close. So, I mean, it's really bad at this point to where I can't even get help from my jungle. I mean, LeBlanc's basically running all over me in the middle, and he's done absolutely nothing. I mean, there's absolutely nothing that he's done in order to, do anything to try and assist me or, really anything else. And Jack splashes as soon as I do my ulti. That's awesome. Yeah. We both got under the turret. And Mundo is going to go ahead and actually, he's going to do race instead of actually help the mid in order to help control that. That's awesome. Nice, Mundo, thanks. Yeah, and Mundo does absolutely nothing. This is awesome because I can't get any closer. And I mean, LeBlanc's right there, and he just runs the hell away. Well, I did manage to go ahead and kill Zen, but, I mean, there's not really a whole lot that, was really gained from that. And that's one of the great things about Fizz, is especially if he has his Playful Trickster on cooldown. You can actually avoid quite a bit of damage. Now, LeBlanc has to be careful because I have blue, and there's not a whole lot that she can do. She can't really launch any type of an offensive. If she tries to launch an offensive, it's going to backfire on her. Now, I have Blitz coming up with Kate. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot that we could have done about that. Zen wound up actually flashing to Kate and managed to hit Kate down. Ooh, and here comes EZ. It's 3 in the mid, and Mundo finally comes down. Nice. EZ went down, and I think that should do it for LeBlanc. I think. What's that? Triss ended up grabbing me. Great. It has not been a great game for me. Well, I managed to have 1 kill, so I managed to kill Jack, but I guess there was a ward there for Triss. Yeah, Triss is going AD, so I'm not 100% sure really what's going on with that. I really wish that, they'd let me kind of do my own thing, but... yeah, I'm not even going to try and save that. There's no way. There's 4 people mid, Mundo's up top, Mor's coming in the middle, and there's nothing to Blitz. I mean, Blitz isn't even anywhere close. I mean, right now this is basically pointless. There's nothing I can do in the middle because Mundo didn't help me take down the Blanc. He didn't make his presence known, and he pretty much just kind of gave them a free farm. What? No idea where LeBlanc's going. This just is not going well. Unfortunately, we have a horrible Blitz and we have a horrible Mundo. Wow! Zin comes up from out of nowhere. Blitz does absolutely nothing. I don't get a silence from him. Nice. I don't know who came online. Oh, it's kill screen. That is not going well. We can win the late game. But that's getting to the late game is actually going to be a problem. Zin's in the jungle, Mor's in the jungle. I do kind of have to agree. I mean, this Mundo he's done very little for us. Yeah, but unfortunately Mundo's actually leading into a lot of really horrible situations. We have no support, we have no help from Mundo. This Blitzcrank is not really the greatest. We haven't really been able to make a move. I have 52 CS because Mundo refused to actually come out and help me. We have no semblance of a team. There's 4 of them pushing mid, and we have no help. I mean, unfortunately, Kate died. There wasn't really a whole lot that we could really do about that, but I mean, I can't even go back to buy right now because both Blitz and Mord, they're up there. Blitz should really be with the team, and he's not. Easy's not doing a lot of damage with that. Man, this is so not going the way I had originally planned this, but yeah, not much you can do. Jax has got basically the common build for Jax. Easy and Trist are pushing the middle. Really what we need to do right now, the only hope that we have is to try and draw these guys into a team fight. And just try and draw a couple of them into a team fight. If I can get farmed as Fizz, it'll help, but other than that, I mean, there's not really a whole lot that I can personally do. And my team really just kind of stands there, which is awesome. See, right there is really what we need to be doing. We really need to draw them into a team fight, make sure that Kate's safe, and if she's safe, we're going to be okay, but yeah, we really have no support from Mundo, we have no support from Blitz. Blitz is grabbing at the very last second. He's not being a very much of a team player. I mean, as a support, he's got 3 kills and 1 assist. That's not what a support should be. I mean, a support should be, somebody that, gives the kills to, the people that need them, not, sit there and try and take up all the glory. Now, I mean, they are retreating, which, I mean, is probably a really good idea on their part, but well, I did manage to kill Zen. Managed to kill Zen and get my blue back. I'm happy. Yeah, that's going to be the best for us. Me and Kate actually did quite a bit of damage. The question is, do I get Will of the Ancients or do I save up and actually get a Lich Bane? Oh, that was almost really horrible. Decisions. A Lich Bane would actually help me out a lot more. Just be able to do a lot more burst damage. Yeah, that was really bad on my part. I probably shouldn't have done that, but we did manage to get them actually fairly low. I think what I want to do is I want to give my team a little bit more survivability, both with myself and both with Mord, because the abilities that Blitz, Mord, and everybody else will do, especially when I have a Will of the Ancients, granted Mord has it as well, it's going to allow us to be a lot more versatile on the yeah, that was a really bad decision. They don't have me, and they also don't have Blitz. Not that Blitz was really much of a stopgap. And Blitz is farming mid, which is fine. Right now, they're not necessarily really in the best places to be, but they can be in a pretty good place. Blitz is going back. Yeah. We're not able to surrender. There's 2 people that are saying no. They've pushed the turret. We really need to be in a better position, and unfortunately I chose the hero that I haven't played in a while. I mean, it is the counter to LeBlanc, but I needed help from our jungle first off, and I said that, and he never literally came mid, unless he just sat there and started eating at CS. It's not... A lot of times what ends up happening is if you have an incompetent jungle, and especially a Mundo jungle, it can really suck. It's one of those things to where I mean, it's one of these things where, you know, unfortunately, one person can actually make or break the team. And, I mean, Blitz has been really, to be honest, he's really just kind of been in it for himself, trying to pad his own score. I mean, right there, Blitz probably, I wasn't looking at the kill, but he probably didn't, you know, really even need that kill. You know, and, I mean, Kate's been wonderful. I mean, I have no complaints regarding Kate. You know, me and Kate, we've been able to push together, we've been able to do a lot of damage together. Oops. That was actually kind of cool. I literally actually was not actually expecting to pick up, EZ as a kill, but I guess, yeah, we were able to pick up Baron, and I'm severely injured for whatever reason. I really don't know why. Baron decided to eat me. Okay, cool. I'm a tasty Baron snack. Great. Thanks, Baron. I love you too. Yeah, that's just really just peachy. And the only reason why I wasted my ultimate on that is because I have a 45-second cooldown. I'm not really worried about them pushing. And I need just a little bit more in order to get what I need. I need 950 gold to get my Lich Bane. Once I have my Lich Bane, I'll be a lot more powerful. Nice, 950 gold exact. Now, there have been plenty of times on akali where I have wanted to get Lich Bane, but I just couldn't because it didn't work out. The Baron actually puts us up quite a bit. We have no wards, we don't know where they are, they're probably, we have no wards, they're probably playing defensively, Now that I've given us a little bit of breathing room for the top, we should be okay. I mean, right there's LeBlanc. She managed to go ahead and get step into one of Kate's traps, and that's where they all are. So, I mean, we need to really be careful on kind of what we do. We don't want to get caught. We don't want to get caught off guard. We don't want to get caught, you know. Ooh, that hit something. There we go. Now I'm starting to get my Fizz back. It's been a while. But I mean, Fizz is a very, very powerful, Yep. One thing that I forgot about Fizz is that he has a very nasty dot. I really did kind of forget that about him. Fizz's dot's pretty nasty, and what makes his dot I mean, they, for additional does 3, yeah, whatever. Nice job, guys. That's awesome. Blitz and Kate managed to shut them down. Our Baron buff just wore off. So what we're actually going to be able to do now is actually put together a nice little push. Late game, we actually have control, to be perfectly honest. Because in the late game, we have tanks. We have the ability to just, push forward. Kate really needs to go on back. There's not a lot that she can do. They are up. Our minions have actually done a really good job at clearing our turrets. I think we've gotten pretty lucky in what we've actually been able to do. I've finally come out and finally started to relearn my character. Unfortunately, it's taken that. Oop. Nice. Ow! Ow! Oh, that really hurt. Oh my god. Nice. Kate's gone ahead and taken out another inhibitor. While they've actually been messing with LeBlanc and Jack. That's kind of funny. I really didn't think we were going to win this. They have a very, we can still lose it. It's not like, we're, I totally forget what it is. It's not like we're guaranteed to win. Granted, yes, they have 2 inhibitors down. If Blitz can go ahead and actually get that turret down, we're actually going to be in a lot better shape than we were. So there goes down another turret, which is awesome. I thought Jax would have way more than that. Huh. Interesting. Hey, let's chase Fizz around! I I don't know why they had to... Nice, we end up with the Baron buff again. Yeah, that's fine, I don't really need blue. I haven't needed it for a while. No clue where LeBlanc went, but that's okay. I really can't believe we actually just won that. Wow. Okay, I will admit, so with the Mundo and Blitz came through in the end, I just... Wow! There's no way we should have won that! There is no way we should have won that! Yeah, Baron was really probably the tide that actually turned it for us. I have to agree with Money. Granted, I mean, yes, you know, LeBlanc, I mean, Fizz is an awesome counter to LeBlanc, but there just comes a point to where it is. So... Rock on, we find a match very quickly. Looks like Cho's gonna be top. Anthony's gonna be mid, so... we'll find out what happens. Zen in the jungle, great. Ali and Ziggs, huh? No, well. Keenan? Keenan's a good pick. Keenan's actually a really good pick. Especially against Ziggs, because he's got the mobility to get out of the way of the bombs. I mean, Ziggs is a very mana-heavy character anyways. Mumu and Jax, I'll do the ADC. Wow, I don't know how well I'm going to do this game, but we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna have a team going. Me and Money. Money actually introduced me to Blitz, and I spent the IP in order to get him. Blitz is, as you guys have seen last game, was actually a very powerful character. I mean, he can separate, an enemy team. All it takes is really just kind of a good team composition, and a good Blitz, especially with a good Vayne, is going to be able to rip apart almost any team, literally. I mean, I hate to say the fact that a lot of teams that are out there, they're not really able to compete with a really good Blitz. They're also not able to go ahead and keep up with the fact that Blitz can be very mobile. He can go ahead and he can put out an exorbitant amount of damage. A lot of people think that me personally, I fear Blitzcrank. And I've actually decided what I'm actually going to do for my Saturday show. And what that's actually going to entail is throughout the week and throughout the games that I've been able to get through my schoolwork and stuff like that, I've seen constantly people not building correct speed builds. And I've seen so many people not utilize Vayne properly. So I'm going to use part of this cast in order to, showcase Vayne, in order to make sure that, that really people understand the characters that they're picking up, the characters that they've bought through their IP or that might be free for the time. I really hate to put it this way, but nothing irks me more than somebody not being able to play the class. I ran into a Vayne at level 12, didn't even have a 1.0 attack speed yet. And they were just going massive damage for single hits. Vayne's power and Vayne's abilities don't come from her damage output, they come from her speed. Varus also has speed. If you build him kind of like a Teemo, he can do an exorbitant amount of damage very, very quickly to a lot of people. Zen. I've seen people with Zen that don't even get a Black Cleaver. And being able to correctly build something or someone is really going to showcase their power. Hopefully, right now we actually have a lot of champions that have a huge number of hit points. Can be a real pain in the butt. For us. Let's see who's jungling on their side. It's a Mumu jungle. So, really quick, let me go ahead and break all that down. Basically, Alistair, Mumu, and Jax, they can all have extremely high hit points. They can also, not only can they have, extremely high hit points, but they have a lot of resilience too. And, if you don't up your damage a lot, and what I mean by up your damage, let's say for instance, I go pure speed, I cap out, as you guys can see right now, I have an 8.27 attack speed. and granted, yes, is my damage low, but my damage is not, my damage doesn't come from that. My damage is going to come from my silver bolts. I mean, look at the silver bolts right now. The silver bolts have a 4%, basically after I deal my third shot, my silver bolts deal 4% of their maximum health. Not of their current health, but of their maximum health. And since they do deal the 4% of the maximum health, it's true damage. It can't be resisted. There's nothing, there's nothing that they can do in order to go ahead and in order to resist me. Which, to be perfectly honest, is kind of funny. Because a lot of people don't put stock in, a lot of people don't put stock in, what Vayne can do. They don't put a lot of stock in, speed characters like Zen. Warwick is, Warwick's something else as well. If you build Warwick right, he can be a royal pain in the ass. Now, I don't quite know how this Ally and how their AD carry, how Ashe is really going to play. They could play extremely aggressive, they could play extremely passive, but, right now I kind of really want to, I kind of want to feel them out. The one really bad thing about Ashe is that her arrows take a lot of mana. They're not something that is going to be really friendly to use. And since I have Blitz, all Blitz really needs is just really one clear shot at at the enemy champion, and if he manages to pull him up against a wall like where he's at now, I'm just going to be able to just roll right over those champions. Keenan manages to get first blood with Zen, which is awesome. Now, the next time that Blitz actually does that and puts Ashe up against a wall, I'm actually going to be able to do my Condemn. Like, right now, Alisher will probably wind up being screwed. And right there, Zen, you're not doing it right. Yeah, that was so not good on my part. Granted, yes, I did get the kill on Alistair, but at what cost? I used my flash, ooh, that's not good. Now, we're going to actually see if Ashe comes out. If she comes out and puts herself up against the wall, it's actually going to put her in a wonderful position for me, not necessarily for her. And unfortunately, what I have to do right now is, since Blitz doesn't actually have a heal, I'm actually going to head on back and I'm going to grab a Vampiric Scepter. The Vampiric Scepter is really going to help me, do a lot of sustain, so I don't have to. Back. Yeah, it's probably Mumu up in the bushes. And there's Alistair. You are treading dangerously close on what you are not supposed to be treading on. And that's Alistair's second death. Now, as you guys can see, with Vayne, I mean, Ali has a lot of hit points, just being Alistair. I mean, he's a bolt, for Pete's sakes. And unfortunately with Alistair, what really ends up happening with Vayne is once Blitz actually grabs Alistair or Ashe, that actually puts us in a wonderful position to where yeah, he missed, but that's okay. Ooh, not good. Oh, Ashe managed to get a shot off on me. Was not in time to get that third silver bolt in. Had I gotten that third silver bolt in, she would have just taken an exponential amount of damage. I mean, right there, you just saw that minion still had quite a bit of health, but once that third silver bolt goes down, it can act almost like a critical for them. And right now, I mean, me and Blitz were playing extremely aggressive. What I really want is Blitz to grab Alistair, and then I'll be able just kind of raffle stomp him. But they're playing. I mean, I have to hand it to Ashe and Ali that after Alistair's mishaps. This would be almost the perfect time for Zen to come up, because I'm a little low on hit points. They're able to push right now. And I mean, as you just saw, 3 shots, and I wiped out 300 some odd plus HP for Ali. Yeah. Zen came in at the wrong angle and he got spotted by the minions instead of heading towards the bush. Oops. Nah. Yeah, the problem is that both Ashe and Alistair are being extremely careful on what they do. Which kind of sucks for me, because I can't really showcase kind of the Blitz and Vayne combo. Ah, crap! Aha! Didn't get it in time. That's okay, though. Nice. Huh, that's odd. Ziggs is actually level 8, Keenan's level 9, and I'm level 7. That's actually really odd. Here's the reason why that's odd, is because Ziggs, they should be a lot higher than both me and Blitz. I mean, granted, right now, it's 9 to 4, so... That's exactly what we wanted. Ooh, Zix decided to go ahead and come down. Oh, and then there's movement. Time to go. Yeah. Nice. What's Ash's CS? Ash only has 47 to my 86. That's actually kind of unheard of. Ash should actually really be zoning me. But she's not. She actually hasn't been able to be honest. There's not been a lot that she's actually been able to do. I mean, right now we can actually see the level difference. She just hit level 9. Wow. They use all their flashes and everything that they can do to get away. And they literally set that up almost perfectly. I mean, we had Zen come down and come in and just do an absolute wonderful job. Ah. There's not a lot that me and Blitz can do. I don't know why Zen actually dove the turret. I really don't. And Blitz's lightning bolt sometimes can be just a little bit of annoyance because it can steal CS. Oh crap. Nice. And Keenan picks up the kill for Moo, manages to go ahead and get the blue. That's awesome. How much damage is we? Wow, we've actually done 1,000 damage to that turret, and they haven't even scratched ours. That's kind of odd and vicious. I really haven't actually ever seen... Well, I can't take that back. I have. But, I mean... Alistar and Ashe should have been a much more potent and much more powerful combo. Ashe has also missed her arrow a couple times too, which is really ended up hurting. Yeah, unfortunately, Zen's on his own at the moment. I really wish Zen hadn't stolen that from me, but that's okay. We're a team. Nice. Only one turret left. Nice. And we managed to pick up that kill quite easily. Now, granted, I was actually fairly low on hit points at the time, so I don't really know how that kind of qualifies, but it does. And here comes Alistar. And here comes Ashe. There's not a lot that Ashe nor Ali can do, especially not with that. And again, the only way to really counter Vayne is if you get an early Frozen Heart and you shut her speed down. If you can't shut Vayne's speed down, you're kind of toast. Not necessarily the brightest idea Blitz has ever had, but... Aha! That was kind of stupid of Zen. It was also kind of stupid of me, but the only reason why I went in is because I had Blitz and then Ali kind of missed my target up. But, that's what you're supposed to do. I mean, as you can see, both Ali and also and also everybody else was supposed to be fairly low, but I mean at this present time, I mean, they managed to go ahead and get a dragon. I gotta admit that is kind of cool. Yeah. That was kind of interesting. The only person that died was Blitz, and then they wound up losing a number of people. Typically, that's not what you want to do. Yeah. Ash is trying to run the bottom by herself. The problem with Ash trying to run the bottom by herself is that Blitz or myself or almost anybody else can come in and basically sniper, and Ash is actually fairly weak on her own, especially against Vayne. Even though she does have a Phantom Dancer and a BS blade, I actually have a lot more power than she does, because she chose to do Speed Boost, the recommended build for Ash, which I think is absolutely stupid. But sometimes it can help for the speed for Ash, but I've actually found a lot of times those boots really don't help. When I'm playing Alistair, they actually help out quite a bit because there's not a whole lot that a lot of people can do in order to get away from him, especially if he has the speed. Yeah, I don't know where Ash is. There's Ash. Now with Moo, I can take Moo on, not a problem. But I can't take both Moo and Alistair. Yep, can't take them both on. Almost could. But I'll actually be able to take them on here pretty quickly. Even though that I was actually able to go ahead and pick that turret up, unfortunately my team was not able to hold that, but I actually wasn't watching the battle. So I don't know if Ben and Keenan were low on hit points or what. It looks like that Blitz was actually back. So I think our turret will actually be able to withstand that. Our minion's got to drop that turret minion. There we go. Blitz is going to go ahead and cover the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and try and get the mid, and then after I get the mid, right now there's not really a whole lot. Moo by himself can't take me on. He has to have somebody else with him. Otherwise, even though he has the Sunfire cape, yeah, there's not a whole lot that they can do. Vayne is a very, very potent and a very, very evil champion. I mean, as you saw, I mean, I ripped Moon's hit point down almost instantly. Yeah. Oh, shit. Not necessarily the best idea Cho'Gath has ever had. Unfortunately, the top's getting pushed. Keenan can cover the mid with Zen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the top, then go ahead and head on back, and I might pick up the blue on my way back. But as you guys saw, I mean, they had a lot of hit points, and in a team fight, you have to focus Vayne. You don't have a choice. If you don't focus Vayne, she's going to rip apart your tank. She's going to rip apart your support. She's going to rip apart pretty much almost anybody she can get her hands on. I mean, as you guys can see right now, I have a 1.89 attack speed. Zen only has a 1.2. And that's fine. Zen can have it. I don't care. After I build this next Phantom Dancer, I'm actually going to build another Bloodthirster. I know it's kind of cliche, and it's kind of a real simple build, but as you can see with the Bloodthirster, I'm at a 2.0 attack speed. I can probably build 2 more Bloodthirsters and then also build another Phantom Dancer, and I won't even need my boots. Now, even though that they're all up top, they're trying to defend the middle. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm actually going to try and divide them, because they're going to have to pay attention to me. They don't have a choice. If they don't, I'm going to be able to run the turrets on them without much of a problem. Yeah, I kind of caught myself in that, but I was not expecting their whole team to be there. Not what I really wanted to happen, but that's okay. Pretty much what I can do at this time is I can actually push lanes extremely quickly, and also push them extremely hard to where they're not going to have a chance to respond. It's 28 to 26. We've managed to pick up both dragons. They may be at Baron. I'm not 100% sure. Yep, they managed to get Baron. But that's really, I mean, that's going to be okay. Especially if they can actually push. If they can actually push a single lane, that'll actually be helpful. And as you see right there, even though that Jax had his I dodge everything move, it's not enough to stop Vayne. Vayne does way too much damage way too quickly. I mean, as you guys can see right there, I dropped Moomoo's health so quick, he didn't know what to do. And with the Bloodthirster build that I have right now, and with as much damage as Vayne does, and with the way that I have my runes set up for the criticals, I can pretty much almost heal instantly. Just give me a few minions and I'm pretty much healed to full. I mean, as you can see, Alistar really has, nothing on Vayne. Yeah, granted they got Baron, but again, Vayne is so extremely overpowered as a character that it's really hard to actually counter her. Especially, let's see, do they have the item? Alistar has the item, but that's about it. And all I'm doing right now is counter jungling them. They literally cannot stop Vayne. I need 2,500 for my next Bloodthirster. Ah! Crap. Ashe's ulti straight to the face. And that's my fault. Yeah, you take Ashe down, they have no... Oh no, they took Ziggs down. And that's actually going to take their team down. Jax is going to be able... Jax might be able to pick up Blitz, because, Nope. No, that's actually not bad. Ashe manages to get away. That's interesting. Ashe manages to get away. Ellie's up in 9 seconds, and Cho is not taking Ashe on. I don't know why. They're all up. And by counter jungling that, all that's doing is it prevents, they have that one little wraith there, and that camp's not going to respawn. Ziggs and Alistar are up top, but that's not really going to matter, because with Vayne, haha, Ziggs, I got it. Really bad place to engage. problem is that Cho decided that it would be, instead of actually pushing Ashe, he decided that it would actually probably be best in order to, I don't know. He should have actually pushed the middle turret, which he didn't. So now they're able to actually get our inhibitors, which if they take, yeah, they took Cho down. Oh no, he's still up. He just needs to wait. Well. Nah, Blitz thinks that we're going to lose. We're really not. All they have is a center turret. Basically, if they try and make an all-in play, there's not going to really be a whole lot that they can do. All I need is somebody to tank it, and I'll be able to just rip through it. Turret's got way too much health on it. So does that turret. We need to be able to push. They're making this hard. I really wish they wouldn't have dove. Diving is not the answer. They can manage to survive. They'll be fine. Told them not to dive. Yeah. Yeah, once our inhibitor respawns, you're going to be able to push. fuck, you got Dragon back up. Yeah. Ow! Frickin' Ziggs hurts. Instead of going after Alistair, they should be trying to clear the top. Yeah, that's gone. Time to go ahead and finish out my build. Yeah, they're going to be Baron. I don't know how fast they're going to be able to clear it. Nope, they're waiting for us. Ow! I took out Ash, but that's good game. Yeah, what Cho needs to do is he needs to actually get the support of the minions and just try and buy time. And nobody on our team has a frozen heart. That's why Jax is so powerful. Teeman's up in 9 seconds. 2. Ooh, they did not capitalize on the ace. Yeah, since they're relying on Jax heavily. Yep, 100% crit. Gotta love it. I wonder what we're going to try and do. We need to be very, very careful in what we do, because if they ace us, we lose. Yeah. And the team, they need to protect me. What really would help, basically, this is where Blitz comes in handy. If he's actually able to pull one of them to us, we win. Oh shit. Oh, what the fuck? I don't know what killed me. Oh, the Thornmail is what killed me. Ow, okay. That kind of sucks for me. Nice. That's one turret down, and then that inhibitor's going to go down pretty soon, too. They need to be careful. Jax can totally screw up, can totally screw them up. But all of their inhibitors are exposed, which gives us an advantage. I don't really want to sell that, but I may have no choice. Because if I sell the Black Cleaver... What is Jax doing to me? Physical and Ignite? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna live longer. Oracles. Fortitude. Brilliance. Agility. Yeah, that would help. Works for me. I'm still at 2.4 attack. I lose a little bit of my armor, and I lose a little bit of damage, but my FPS is going to live longer. And that's all I care about right now. That really is all I care about. Because if I actually wind up living longer, it's... Because now I have 2,400 hit points. Before I had like 350 less and less armor. Ah! You know, it's really turning into the battle of the tank and the support. That's kind of sad. 6-6. Alrighty. BTs are going up. Really? Fuck. Nothing I can do. It was a good game, it's just... They got caught in the jungle, alone, but that's okay. So, at any rate guys, that's gonna be it for me, so good night.